Okay, here I am. Oh man, this is gonna be like itty bitty stream today, baby stream. I have some focaccia bread. I decided to make focaccia bread. It's rising in the oven, and I have a timer set for 38 minutes. Okay, if I got 38 minutes, so I guess I better queue up now. I thought I had more than that, but I guess it took me some time to like sit down. I have water instead of tea because I'm some kind of casual over here, and I'd really just like to do like 1 or 2 battlegrounds and just get like a little bit of honor talents. I know I'm not going to get like my whole life done, but if I could get as far, maybe not today, but if I can get as far this week as like Cyclone, if I have that much, then I bet you that would be at least a start, a significant enough start that I can do some like really casual Horde 3s with some people that want to play with me. And once I start doing actual 3s, the rest of the honor talents and the artifact power and the gear, all that'll come afterwards. So the most important thing for now is to get into one as soon as possible and to make sure that my character is looking as cute as we can get her. I don't know what kind of troll mog I have. We have Red Druid. Okay, Red Druid. So that's like the WoD cloak and then like some... That would be good if I had the red hair, but I really like the green hair in the Druid because it's like, you know, it's druidy. And I like using my snake staff. I don't know about the red one. And then that was just it's an okay one. There's purple in the shoulders. It's hard to see, but there's purple in the shoulders. That doesn't match anything else. I don't think I like that one. Hi, Star. Greetings from Nottingham, England. Came from your vlog. Hello. Used to be a nice Alliance player, Hazel. I know I get so much hate whenever I like step on Horde for a minute, but there's people on Horde and some of them are good people. The Warcraft movie taught me that. Not all Horde are bad. And some of them want me to play with them, and I don't want to ruin their lives with my lack of honor talents. So I want to get just like at least a little bit. Phone notified me about the stream. What is this sorcery? Hello, Hazel. Hello. How have you been, man? I am a little bit not concerned, but also a little bit weirded out that your phone notified you. I didn't know that I had that feature. I do know that you can sign up to get video notifications, and maybe that just like goes over. Hey, Lips. What's up? How are you doing, and how is the bread doing? I am doing phenomenally. My bread, I decided to make focaccia bread. I had like a bread, not an emergency, but so this party, like I knew it was like some kind of holiday-ish party. It wasn't going to be on Christmas, wasn't going to be on New Year's, it was going to be like sometime in between. And I'd been asked to bring, or I asked if I needed to bring something, and she said that I could bring some bread if I wanted, because, you know, I like making bread. And I was like, sure, but I didn't have the date for the party, and because I just assumed it was later. I just assumed it was like a post-New Year's thing, I guess, or maybe a New Year's thing. But apparently it is today, and I found out like 2 hours ago. It's like, oh gosh, I gotta make bread. So I wasn't able to go shopping. So I wasn't able to go get, because I wanted to make like the honey bread. There's like a big beehive-shaped honey oat bread from the Warcraft cookbook that I've wanted to try, but I didn't get to do that because I didn't get to go shopping for enough honey or enough oats. But it turns out I have enough to make, I have the stuff on hand to make focaccia bread, and I love focaccia bread. So I've got some of that rising. Also, it's a bit of a faster one to make. It doesn't require as much rising time as some of them. So I'm really, also I get to eat some of it. You're on your way to the house. You'll be there in 10 minutes. Wait. Oh, this is going to be the shortest stream ever. I don't know if I'm even going to pull viewers in for Battlegrounds because I'm going to have time for 1, maybe 2, and the only way I'm going to get 2 in is if I just chain queue them and don't wait for anything. So I'm probably just going to be doing like 2 BGs on my own, and then in 35 minutes I have to go. But this is like the last week of my crazy busy not doing YouTube stuffness. Next week I figure it's like the weekend, right? Tomorrow, like today's Friday, so I've got the weekend. I want to like get something sort of started. So Monday New Year's Day. Sunday's New Year's Day. Monday's the 2nd. Okay. I'd like to get something out Monday. Maybe I can put something together tomorrow. But I have like this huge list of stuff, and I just need to like figure out where to start and actually get back to it. And it's gonna be so nice to just like get back into a schedule. Because I've been using this extra time to sort of, like, I relaxed and I slept in. I caught up in my sleep, and that was good. And then, hello? Are we good? Are we back? Am I still streaming? Stream resumed. Stream's continuing. Okay, cool. That's what I want to know. So the stream resumed. I don't know if my battleground has resumed. I was having, oh, there we go. Are you kicking me off? Okay. Let me just reload this. I was having some really weird issues with Vent last night, because last night was our raid night, and I was on Vent, and the weirdest thing was it wasn't happening to my husband, who is literally on the same internet connection as me. It was just me and then one other guildie who lives like not anywhere close to me. And what would happen was Vent would get more and more delayed until I would hear nothing for like 10 minutes. And then I would get everything within like 30 seconds. So like everything that anybody had said over the course of the fight would like happen. Like I was watching, okay, I'm back, cool. It would happen really quickly. So I would hear people like, okay, let's get our paladin some food and watch out for mechanics. And these mechanics had happened like ages ago. Like the boss was dead, and I was hearing him call out like soaking for something is not right here. Something's not quite right. Oh dear. I see a lot of Horde, or Alliance rather. That's because they're the chosen people. All right, so we return that. I'm probably super toast. I would like to overgrowth myself, but I don't have that as a talent, so I'm just gonna double bark, pop my Gahanir, Swiftmend. I don't know what my spec is. I should take a look at that. I've been doing a lot of arena lately, and I've been trying to figure out what kind of talents to take in different situations. And in the past, I was going back and forth between the build. There's two builds, kind of. There's Prosperity Soul the Forest build, and then the other one is Cenarian Ward Cultivation build. And I think that ever since they made the Mastery change, where Mastery is no longer capped at 3 hots, I'm pretty sure that Cenarian Ward Cultivation is just better in almost every situation. You might get a little bit more mileage out of Prosperity Soul the Forest if you are fighting something where you need to burst heal very quickly, because you can Swiftmend German or Overgrowth, and that'll give you a huge heal. But I don't know. I hope my internet's gonna be okay. I was having some weird lag issues yesterday, but I'm not uploading anything. I'm pretty sure my husband's just like watching a stream. I don't think he's even playing anything right now. This never happens to us, but that's okay. Are we winning? I would be winning if I was Alliance. I would be winning if I was on the right team. This is probably what I get. This is probably like Tyrande and Malfurion and the other Druid Alliance like parents. Just I don't have my targeting keybinds. I've been thinking I was targeting me, and I don't. And normally I have my middle mouse button target me, and I don't have that set up in this character. I should look into that. Okay. Scrolling back up. How has your scrolling farther. I missed a bunch of stuff. Alliance Scum. Yep, that's me. I love how she's wearing an ally shirt while we're playing Horde. Yep, that's also me. Don't even have headphones. Don't know what you're saying. I'll be back soon. See you later. Okay. Huge fan. Started doing pet battles because of your channel. Love your videos. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Raisa. Focaccia. Yes, focaccia bread. It's the best. You get some fresh focaccia bread. You get a little bit of balsamic vinegar and olive oil, and you like mix it up. Well, you try, because it's oil and vinegar, but you try. And then you dip it in, and oh, delicious. Overwatch has been pretty good. I was on like a good stretch of oh, those are Alliance. I keep getting confused and thinking that the Horde is winning, or that my team is winning, because I'm always Alliance. But no, not so much. I should not be having the award, but somebody has to have it. Overwatch, yeah. So I had a really good stretch for a little while where I was doing very well at playing every day. I was playing like 2 or 3 games at least every day, and some days I would do more. I was practicing my Ana sniping. I was practicing my Roadhog hooks, actually. And I was having a lot of fun. And then I got back into WoW PVP, and I just can't do both. I just can't. I try, but it just doesn't happen. So I'm just focusing on Arena for now. I'm really far behind in Arena compared to where I used to be, but the MMRs are also a little bit messed up. So I don't know where I should be. Like, I used to be like in my prime. I used to be like a 2400, like average 23, I guess. I topped out at like 25, 26. And now I'm playing at like 1800. And I know part of that is because I'm very rusty and I have a lot of practice to do to get back to where I was. And part of that is because the meta's changed and I have to learn the new meta. And then part of it is because I'm pugging and I don't have a steady team. And when I pushed really high before, it was with a steady team. So I know there's a lot of reasons why I can definitely climb higher this season if I keep at it. But I don't know, like, I'm fighting rank 1s, and I'm fighting gladiators, and I'm fighting multi-time gladiators, like, people that I know, names that I recognize, that are wearing their rank 1 titles, just, like, at 17, 1800. It's like, what are you doing? Go away. I'm trying to practice, not get steamrollered on. But it's not their fault. I mean, they're at their correct MMR. It's just the MMR system is just it's just matching people that are nowhere close just to try and make queues pop. It's a bit sad. Where is? Oh, never mind. I was gonna try and find that guy and help him out, but he's gone. Let's help out this guy. Wrecker, Destroyer's End. All right, Wrecker. I'm gonna give you some hots. We're gonna try our best to. Just because the battleground may be mostly lost, doesn't mean there's no hope forever. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna Vortex. Oh, there's another guy I can help. There's another guy, although I can't help him like that. I would really like to get a. Oh, nope. I was gonna have a pretty sizable. Oops. Oh, I took the berserking. Whoopsies. I was gonna have a really sizable regrowth for him, but he died. Gosh, and sourdough are the best too. I love sourdough bread, but I'm really scared to make it because sourdough bread making is like a science that is beyond me. You need to have a mother, which is sort of a thing that you have to keep it alive. It is a living organism with a very specific strain of bacteria that is used to create the sourdough flavor. And like, I know you can buy them or you can like propagate from somebody else's, but it's like a commitment. Like with regular bread, you just kind of take some yeast and then you make sure it's alive and then you just kind of make your bread. But sourdough is like a whole other ball game. One day I would really eventually like to do it because I love sourdough bread. I only ever buy sourdough bread. If I'm buying a loaf of bread, I don't buy sandwich bread. I buy sourdough bread and I just make sandwiches in sourdough because sourdough is better for everything. But yeah, scared to make it, real scared. I'm gonna have to perfect a bunch of other stuff before I get down. You haven't played WoW since the start of Mist due to college. WoW takes a lot of time. You have Overwatch as a substitute. Overwatch is a really good game to just put some time into if you don't have regular time. Like WoW is one of those things that requires regular commitment. You know, you've got your dailies that you want to do. You want to be on, like if you're raiding, you obviously have a raid schedule that you're trying to adhere to. There's just a bunch of stuff that happens on a recurring basis. Whereas Overwatch, you can pretty much just log on whenever you want and you'll work it out. Like it'll all be okay. And you can just sort of jump in for like 10 minutes and then jump out. And I really like that about Overwatch. I just have a problem where I can't do more than one thing at once. I can only really play properly one game at once. I can casually do a bunch of stuff. Like Hearthstone doesn't count for me because I don't play Hearthstone to be good at it. I just play Hearthstone to like do my Hearthstone dailies and have something to do. I'm horribly dead here. Something to do while I'm like drinking some tea. But if I'm gonna get like seriously into like if I want to like do a really good Dark Souls playthrough or I want to get into WoW PVP, I want to do Overwatch, if I decided I want to be good at Heroes, which is a terrible idea. I can only do one. Can't do more than one. I'd be winning if I was Lions. Have that as your next tattoo. Oh man, that's not a bad one. I don't think I would get anything WoW related as a tattoo. I do want more tattoos. I eventually want to have this arm done so that it's not, you know, so that this one doesn't get so lonely. But well, I'm just kind of getting murdered on here. I guess he's not doing all that much damage. I can probably just like put up my hots. Maybe Juka kick. Juka kick. Juka. Oh, I heard it. I heard the kick. Oh, you know what? I don't have Omnibar up. That's the only way for me to know if he kicked me is to hear it. So, all right. Well, I lived. That's a good news. Oh, that guy's actually doing okay. I should probably give him some heals with the orb. Oh no, he doesn't have the orb. He has the orb. Whoops. Ironbark. Ironbark. Oh, nope. Rip. I'll go get it. I'll get it. It's my fault. Senpai, read my comment. Did I miss it? I'm sitting on Rune Totem. It feels so dead compared to back in the day. Yeah. Honestly, server activity like in cities and something has never really been something that I've noticed except when there's so many people that it's annoying. I've never really felt like I was playing less of a good game because there weren't people like characters around me. I've always felt like the game was less active when my friends list is dead. Like if I open up, like when Overwatch first came out was a good example. You open up the friends list and everybody is either has been offline for 28 days or they're all playing Overwatch. That's a good sign to me that there's not a whole lot going on in WoW because those are the people that I'm more likely to actually play with. And because so much of the content that I do is instanced. Like if you're gonna do like some Mythic Plus dungeons, you're gonna do some arena, you're gonna do like a pug raid or something. None of that matters who's on your server. You can be on a server with absolutely nobody on it, but as long as, you know, you can pretty much pair with anybody from any server in your region. It's not a big deal. I guess I just sit. You know, we're actually not... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, we're not that far behind. I look up and they need one more point. But I got some artifact power, and I got still some honor points. So how much time do I have? I can probably do at least one more. I have 23 minutes. That is probably, including queue time, one more before I have to go punch down the bread. I really like punching down bread because it's very satisfying. It's very satisfying feeling punching down bread that's risen. And then, you know, throw a bunch of cheese on top of it and like some rosemary. And, okay, so one more. We can't necessarily get Cyclone, but we can probably get Disentanglement. I want to get better at using Disentanglement, because like this tier right here, you've got Druid of the Claw, which is fine. If there's going to be melee on you, if you know people are going to be training you, it's not a bad choice. Druid of the Claw is what I tend to take when it's a caster cleave, like there's one melee and one ranged, because Thorns is great when there's two melee, like you can do a lot of damage, get a lot of pressure if there's two melee with uptime on a target. Thorns can really ruin their whole day. But with just one, Thorns is fine, but it's not great. But Druid of the Claw, you're less likely to get crit, and you get free rejuves on yourself. And if you know people are going to be training you, that's really nice. That global can really save your day, especially with the way your mastery works. But when it's two casters, and you know they're not going on you, which typically two casters won't, unless maybe it's like a Shadow Priest and, like, I don't know, an Ellie. But typically, two casters aren't going to be on you, and I'm usually running with, like, some melee. So Disentanglement, you'd think would be not that bad. Like, I could throw down the little circle, and then they just don't get snared. But I don't think it does I don't think it does roots. I think it only does snares. Like, who cares? Maybe I need to try it for my own kiting. Maybe I need to try kiting myself through Disentanglement and see if it's any good. Because, I mean, if you can get away from somebody, that's always better than taking less damage while they're hitting you. If you can get them off you, that's always good. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try it against Survival Hunters against Caltrops. But, actually, that reminds me. I need to get my targeting macros. All worked out, yeah. Target party 1, target party 2, and target self. And so 1, 2, self. So that's usually up, down, and mouse button click. Why is my keybinds are all wrong. They're all wrong. I want to get a tattoo so my other one doesn't get lonely. Well, I've wanted to get both arms done forever. But tattoos are very expensive. Good tattoos are very expensive, especially like a full arm piece like I want to get. And I'd want to spend the time and find a good artist, and I want to like save up the money to get it done properly. And it's such a low priority thing, like not having that tattoo doesn't really affect my life in any way. So it's something that I want to do, but I want to do it after I've reached a couple other financial goals. Like I want a house. I want my own house that I own and do not rent. And that kind of, and then of course it's going to be, I'm sure home ownership is going to be more expensive than I imagine it to be, so all of that stuff is going to, I'm still probably a couple years away from the tattoo, but one day. Hey Hazel, it's Andrew. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Looking forward to your live stream. I missed it last time. Yeah, I think I forgot to upload the VoD from last time. I have it. Maybe I'll put that out tomorrow and put out the VoD from this one on Sunday. Because, yeah, I streamed some PvP. I've decided I don't want to stream 3's games, and probably not even 2's games. Because, one, I ignore you guys terribly. I ignore chat awfully when I'm streaming 3's, because I can't read chat and play, obviously. And then, in between games, you can kind of catch up, but there's usually a little bit too much. And then secondly, because there's additional people on stream. So last time we streamed some Arena, and I had to pug some people, because I usually do. And first you have to make sure that people that are being pugged are okay with having their voice broadcast on stream, which is a bit of a stretch, but sometimes that happens. You find some people. But then you have to listen to their mic, and that one guy had a horrible echo in his mic, and there's just nothing I can do about that from my end to fix that. So and then the other thing is I don't actually play very well when I'm on stream. I can record myself and play just fine, but having the stream open on the other monitor is just like a tiny drain on your active brain space, which is already pretty taxed when I'm trying to heal Arena. So I don't think I'm going to stream them. I will do videos because I always record my play sessions because I watch them back. So once I'm making PvP guides, I'm going to have lots of footage that I can make videos on. And they'll probably be like not so much like Let's Play style videos, but more like these are some things that you can do as a Resto Druid playing whatever versus TSG or versus Jungle or Cupid or whatever. Like I can cherry pick those games where that situation happened and then point out some things that did and didn't work as just kind of like a tutorial that way. Your BG video streams? I don't know what that middle emote is. I've never seen that one before. It kind of looks like Zenyatta. But I am gonna just assume that's a compliment and say thank you. I want to do a bunch more battlegrounds. I need my auto talents. I really hate the honor talent system. That's another video I want to do early in the year. It's just like a really long discussion about what's wrong with PvP and what's working well, which not too much, but there's some things that are good right now. But I want to talk about what's good with PvP right now, what's not good, and then make some suggestions and some ideas as to what they could do to encourage participation, some suggestions as what they can do to make the ladder experience more fun, and I really love PvP, and I really badly want a bigger community and a bigger ladder and more people to play it, but I cannot in good faith recommend somebody who has never done Arena to do it, because it's just a terrible experience for a new player. Like, you're gonna, so you log on and you get yourself to 100, and then you're like, okay, so now I need artifact power, and I need gear, and maybe you're grinding that anyway for PvE, but whatever. And then you need, okay, so I need my honor talent. So you spend, like, at least a week just being useless, grinding Warden Towers or Battlegrounds or whatever, stuff that you're not really gonna do later. And then you finally find some other people, and you step into Arena, and you're instantly queuing against people that have been playing for ages, because there's not enough people to really fill out the bottom end of the ladder for you to play against people of similar experience. And because the MMR it starts you at is just too high, and you'll get people on alts that are smurfing, and you get people that it's just not a good experience for new players. And the community in general can be very toxic towards new players. People are very inclined to blame anybody but themselves for losses. So if they know you're new, they're gonna jump on that, and it's just not good. I'm on an iPad. Might look weird in a PC. It's a happy dude holding his fingers up. Okay, yeah, it does look a little bit weird, but it kind of looks like Zenyatta holding his fingers up, and I've always thought of him as a very happy Omnic, so that's pretty all right. What is your favorite battleground? Favorite battleground. I was about to say this one actually, Twin Peaks, but I think Warsong Gulch, just because it's the same gameplay as Twin Peaks. I really like that single map, big open middle, capture the flag thing. And I like the Warsong Gulch aesthetic. It's got that very vanilla sort of orcs versus night elves thing, and it's sort of a druid themed battleground to me, just because you've got orcs and goblins, whatever, they're chopping down trees. And as a druid, you're like, oh hell no, those are my trees. Get off them. That tree's my grandpa, you know? So I really like Warsong Gulch because I can go in there as a Night Elf Druid and just be like, you get your dirty horde paws off my trees. And, you know, I really get into it. My class fantasy is very strong in Warsong Gulch. And it's just good gameplay. It was such good gameplay that they reskinned it and made it another one. So hopefully we can win this one. Winning would be cool. What do I get if I win? I get 3,000 artifact power. I have no artifact knowledge. I'm artifact knowledge 9, but apparently that's not very much. I would really like some more of this. Speaking of the artifact tree, actually, I was watching some other druids play, and I think one thing that I would like to try a little bit more is I don't wild growth very much. Wild growth obviously gets pressed whenever you overgrowth, but aside from that, I've probably cast wild growth less than 5 times in my career so far of Legion, and a lot of your artifact traits tie into it. So obviously the downsides of wild growth is A, it's a slow cast, B, you can get kicked, and C, it costs you just like buttloads of mana, just big booty buttloads of mana. So, but the other thing is I'm not really making very good use of Innervate. Mostly because I don't have a good keybind for it. I had it on like a shift keybind, but whenever I take Thorns ends up on my Innervate button. So I need to find a better place to put it. But I think Wild Growth could probably get me a lot more throughput, because the problems I've been having in Arena lately have been related to I am doing everything within my power to heal somebody, and they still die due to overwhelming damage. And if I took a single global to do anything else, or stand anywhere else, or CC somebody, that person is going to die if I stop pumping Regrowth into them with every other hot maxed out. And I think adding in a Wild Growth is probably going to really help me, because that extra hot's going to add to my mastery. And of course, it'll proc, you know, the 19 effects that Wild Growth can have from the artifact weapon. So I'm going to try it. I'm scared about my mana. I already pretty easily against Warlock teams, but I need something against Warlock teams. Warlock teams have been just ruining my day. Who has the flagon? How is he doing? Is he... Where'd he get to? He's down here. I'm gonna get to the edge, and then I'm gonna blink across, and I'm gonna try and get hots in the sky as best as I can without actually having overgrowth, which is fine. I can't even clone anybody. And And I can trinket, but I don't want to trinket unless I get hit with a really long CC. Like that one. Yeah, so I'll clone this. Oh no, I can't clone. I was just saying I can't clone him. Now I'm mind controlled. That's fine. Mind control has a much bigger role than it used to, actually, I've noticed. So let's, I'm gonna get mind controlled again. No, that guy is. Just scooch on along. This guy's actually he's doing alright. I'm gonna Iron Bark him before I get CC'd again. Get as many hots as we can. So regrowth. And then wild growth would actually be not too bad. So now he's got 6 or 5 or 6. You could even throw a Send Word over that if you were playing Send Word. So he's doing okay. Now you just gotta, you know, refresh them all. I'm gonna take some damage. I can't. I like shadow melding rather. I like shadow melding big damage like that. I'm gonna pop my Gahan here to try and keep him up. I'm sheeped. I'm a sheep underwater. Am I gonna drown? Oh no, they got him. Oh dear. I was hoping we would win this one. Maybe we still can. Maybe we still can. I wish I could spam as a healer. Monk problems, yeah. Well, you can't really spam as a Resto Druid either. Like, you can spam regrowth once you have everything else up, but it's very expensive. It's kickable, and it doesn't actually heal for all that much. So I'm thinking I need to throw a wild growth in before I start spamming regrowth. So like 1, 2, and then you regrowth, and then you wild growth, and then if I regrowth again, when he's got, oh no, I have my buttons mixed up. That was a healing touch. So wild growth, oh no. Probably can't do it like in the middle of a team fight. What kind of who's sheeping? Who's sheeping in a random battleground? You keep that stuff unrated. I'm just trying to try out my healing buttons over here. So, all right, so I can get that sheep off. So there we go with 5 hots. Regrowth. It's still like 10%. It's still not that much. Oh, I probably should have helped out my healer a little bit more. I can't clone anybody. I want so badly to clone them. I mean, if you're gonna CC, I might as well, you know, return the favor. But it's just not meant to be. Hey Hazel, love the channel. Hey Drex, thanks. Considering pally heals for PvP, paladins have a place. Honestly, I think Mistweavers are better. I think Mistweavers and Resto Druids are probably... Mistweavers, Resto Druids, and then Resto Shamans are in the best place right now. In 7.1.5, I think it's going to be a little bit more towards Resto Druids and Mistweavers, but it's really hard to say until the changes actually go live. All of a sudden it became a tragic tale. It escalated too quickly. What server are you on? New follower, just found your vids, really enjoy them. This Horde Druid is on Thrall. My alliance characters are on, okay. I'm gonna save this guy. I'm gonna save his life. Saving. Let's root the warrior, Trying to target, alright, yes. Hexed, good. Rooted, good. My alliance characters are on Lightbringer, but like I was talking about before, server doesn't really matter too much anymore. Server's pretty much just about the server type that you end up on. And I always play in PvE servers. I PvP a lot, but I don't enjoy world PvP in the slightest because I'm a healer. What am I going to do in world PvP? Nothing. I just get people that attack me, and then I live, and then they're just like, well, this is a waste of time. But then they have too much pride to just let it go, and we just waste a bunch of time. Like if I go out into the world and I'm trying to do like a pet battle world quest, I probably have allotted enough time to do a pet battle world quest, and not enough time to do that pet battle quest, and also just like spend all day doing stuff, you know? One thing at a time. Did this guy blink? Does that mean I can stun him? I would love to stun you. Yeah, there you go. Stay behind. I'm pretty sure that's the guy that's been sheeping me. Yeah, there we go. So, if we can just keep this flag and then have somebody return it. So, regrowth, wild growth, yeah, there we go. All the hots. All of them. Man is not important. Also, I have my sweet innervate macro that innervates me. Wild growth has a cooldown. Look at that. Wow. I, for whatever reason, did not know that wild growth had a cooldown. Not that I'd ever really wanted to spam it, but that just never really occurred to me. So, Iron Bark, because he's got a couple more people on him now. And then he's got a big regrowth. I can wild growth again. I can, can't vortex. I can stun the monk maybe? Yeah, there we go. So, if we can just... Surely there can't be too many of them defending, because they're all here, right? Like, that's how that works. So, make sure he's got both hots. And... wild growth, regrowth. Make sure that I've got enough hots. Is anybody killing these people, or are we all just healers right here? This is just a big pile of healers. This isn't going to go very well. More. And oh, somebody's whispering me. I'm actually really hungry. I'm really excited about my focaccia bread. Like, I know I'm bringing it to a party, so I can't eat it just yet, but I'm gonna. Alright, so we can get the iron bark back up on him. So as long as nobody kicks me, we're doing okay over here. Oh, that's rooted. It's fine. It can be rooted. Do I have a stun back? Yeah, I do. Let's stun that guy. And then we'll vortex those people, and maybe they'll just get cleaved down by that dude up on the ledge. Are we returning? Is there anybody? There's one rogue who's just wandering over there, and there's probably just like one person. It's just like, oh, I hope nobody comes. I'm holding this flag for warmth. It functions as a blanket in the winter. Hazel, why are you not on Twitch? Man, I need to do a video that covers that. The short answer is because I like YouTube, and it works good for me. But I'll do a whole video that talks about that a little bit more at some point. But yeah, I like YouTube. It works good. The streaming tool works good. I get more viewers every year. Oh dear, I'm in. That's a problem. That's a problem. I innovated. Oh no. Oh, I believed so much. I believed in the dream. Rip that dream. Find a nice tank or DPS like me to help you kill. Yeah, I probably shouldn't solo queue battlegrounds. I just didn't have a lot of time. Like right now, I've got 7 minutes. I have 7 minutes, which coincidentally is the amount of time left in the timer. So that's okay. Oh, somebody else picked it up, so we still have a chance. That's a bear who has it. So once he starts taking a little bit more damage, I'm gonna iron bark him then, and then get a nice wild growth. And that actually helps out my buddies too. Oh, I'm again. I can't shadow meld to drink. I can vortex. I'm gonna stun the mage, I guess. He doesn't take a lot of damage, which is nice. I need to drink. Do I even have water? I don't think I do. I don't think I have any water to drink if I wanted to. I wonder if one of these mages would just like put me down at like a table. No, not likely. Alright. Well, I can just regenerate my mana if I just sit. No water at all, huh? Out of combat, actually. If I stay out of combat, which I should be able to. Like, the other healers are pretty much on this. S. Any. Would just make my day. Oh, this guy's gonna do it. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Hearts. All right. Water. How on earth did they die? Your belief should have saved them. Yeah, that's okay. I believe in this guy. I believe in his bear dance. Also, I believe in all these people that are gonna go take on that flag carrier. I bet you he has 11 stacks. Yeah, I bet their team has gone back to turtle now that they've realized that it's really hard to kill a bear that has 3 healers on him. Incoming. Okay, so we're gonna get him hotted up with my full bar of mana. I'm gonna stun that guy. Hopefully, yeah, they left us 1 mage, so we have all. Oh no, one of the healers left. One of the healers left to go on offense. It's fine actually. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm gonna save the wild growth thing for when he really needs it, like now actually. I'm gonna bark him. Pioneer, Trinketing Blind, regrowth, wild growth. I'm kidneyed. It's okay, he's doing okay. We get the life bloom back up. We refresh these. We go for Swift Mend. Oh no! Somebody grab it! Well, we tried. That was a pretty good try. Did that guy get stuck in it? Is he gonna be able to leave? Can you just vanish out of a vortex? Aw, he's gone. Well, the good news is I got on level 4, so I can take disentanglement, which is it's pretty awful. It's pretty bad. 100 health disentangle. Oh, I can't even do it in combat. Maybe I can do it once the fight ends. I was so sure we were gonna do that. Oh, there he goes. He left. Goodbye. That's fine. Did any of you notice if they changed the, maybe I just, like, my graphics settings just changed on me, or maybe I changed them and I forgot that I had done it, but the healing rain graphic looks so much better than it used to. like a couple weeks ago. Like I noticed yesterday in raid, I'm like, man, that healing raid looks really good. And I swear it wasn't like that earlier, so I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with that. Alliance doing decent PvP. American is crazy. That doesn't happen on EU. Yeah. It doesn't. Battlegrounds are just completely random. I think they're actually pretty close to 50-50. There's definitely more Horde players on the arena ladder, but I don't think faction balance really has much. I think the factions are pretty close to balance. They're not perfectly balanced, but I think they're pretty close. And you pretty much just play in whatever faction your friends are on, or you do what I'm doing and you just have a character on both. What do you do for a living? I do YouTube, honestly. I know it doesn't seem like it right now because I haven't made any videos in the last week or two, but I just took a little bit of a vacation that I needed, and I will be right back at it. But yeah, YouTube, Twitch. Well, not Twitch, sorry. Streaming a little bit, but mostly ad revenue from my YouTube videos. Do you chat with viewers on Skype or something? No, I don't do voice chat with viewers. Sometimes I do voice chat with like arena pugs, but that's pretty much it. And I don't do that in stream anymore, so not so much. Here we are. All right. I don't think it's mathematically possible for us to win this game, so I'm gonna go out and have fun and like heal some people. I also wish I had like a little bit of gear. Maybe I'll get a piece out of. Can you get a piece when you lose? I think you can still get lucky and roll it. Because 779's not really as good as I want it to be. All rush flag carrier. I don't know if we can make it happen, man. I don't know if it's gonna be true. But I'll try it. Oh no! Why would he do that? Are you gonna hit me? It's fine. I guess I'll skin and stun your fists and vortex you because that's always fun. And I can root you. One thing that I actually really do need to learn more about is I need to learn more about demon hunters, so I can like counter them more effectively. I've been pretty much just, I use cooldowns and I try and CC them whenever they metamorphosis. And that's all I know. Oh, and then I know they can kick me from range and that they get a buff when they do it, so I should try really hard not to get kicked by a demon hunter. But that's all I got. Like, I don't know. I know they have all sorts of weird spells and sigils, and I know they can banish me, but it never bothered me that much because it seems like a pretty short CC. I should maybe like play mine just a little bit just to figure out what their buttons do, because most classes I have a vague understanding of how they do damage, which is important to understand how to make them not do damage, like with warlocks figuring out how to manage UAs and stuff. Oh, they won. Well, I still got as much honor as anybody, so top honor, 178. Yeah, level 4. I'll get there. At least the first row talents comes really quickly, but I really wish they would just give you the talents. I wish they would just unlock them for you, and then you can grind for the cosmetic stuff if you want, but just making you do this before you can actually play is just really frustrating. LOS, are your best friend against demon hunters? Okay. Canadian? Yes, I am Canadian. Tank spec only has sigils? Okay. Why not? I'm a girl, so I'm not hitting her, just love your vids. It's just not part of the streams. Try not to stack assault to cleave. Annoying on any class you play. Okay. Yeah, I'm usually not stacked on my DPS unless I really have to be. That's good to know. They probably vulnerable to thorns, huh? I know they don't like being rooted. They don't really seem to have a lot of root breaks, so I try and root them whenever I can, without getting kicked. Anyways, my bread should be just about risen. I have 21 seconds left on my timer, so I should go get started on that. I also got to figure out what I'm gonna wear to this thing. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your patience. I know it's a much shorter stream than normal, but next week we should be back to properly normal. I'm gonna have some videos out next week, and it's just gonna be like I'm really excited for how boring January normally is, just because there's nothing that really happens in January, and I can't wait. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Oh, no, that's the timer. I know. Calm down. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, you guys. Bye.